took out all of those filler ingredients. And literally, back in 1984, even the most expensive skincare products in the world used mineral oils, and which actually are not really good for the skin. So instead of using mineral oils, we use humectants, which actually hold moisture from the air. So one of the things that in Paris, right, anybody that spent time in Paris, this Evian water is like the ultimate. You know, every beautiful French woman misses their face, and you know, several times a day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a mirror, and on one side, this is the smaller side, I'm going to mist it with the Evian mist, and then I'm going to take an ingredient that called NAPCA mist. NAPCA is a natural humectant. I once read in a book called Life Extension about experiments that were conducted in the Negev Desert, which is one of the most arid places. It's a beautiful place, but it's the driest place on earth, in Israel. And they had a bowl of pure NAPCA, which is a natural sodium compound, and within a matter of hours, it collected a huge puddle. So in the most arid place on earth, it drew moisture from the air. So what that means in our skin products is that we have humidity, we're holding moisture in our skin and making our skin nice and supple throughout the day. So I'm going to take NAPCA moisture mist and spray the other side. And then we're going to watch and see what happens, okay? The big side. And then we'll move on. All right. It doesn't look like magic now, but it will be magic soon. Okay. Now, the second thing is, has anybody seen like a dried prune or a dried apricot? Okay. This is an experiment I began when I became a certified trainer about 10 years ago. This is an old experiment. This is a dried prune in mineral oil. It's been sitting in there for 10 years. And okay, this is that same dried prune. They were the same size, and it's getting kind of blurry. I admit this is really, it's time to move on from this experiment. But anyway, this prune has been sitting in mineral water. And look at this plump, wonderful prune, and you can see this one has been sitting in NAPCA for 10 years. It's still fresh and plump. Wow. So I realized when we had a product showcase a couple weeks ago in Chicago, and I realized it was time to start a new experiment. So I started with some apricots. So I put an apricot in mineral oil, a dried apricot, and then I put the same size in here, and you can see what happened. It's this is an NAPCA moisture mist, and I heard of a really nice suggestion. You can do this, you know, if you want to, you know, just little things. You don't even have to do all of these, but if you do, you know, just to show people.
Can I be the one of these two?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Okay, and this one you can actually. This is just a little water bottle. This is a good way of recycling it. After you do a demo, you tell people, you know, you're using the mist, and you can actually take that little apricot, dried apricot, put it in there, pour a little bit of NAPCA mist, and have your new friend take this home and look at it the next day or a day later, and look at it. This one is really plumped up. It's about looks like a real apricot. In a week or two from now, it's going to be even plumper. It's really interesting.